who is or second sub boss, I should say. Both sub bosses are annoying, but the second one's a fucking pain. All right, so the first thing to do here is I want to grab. That's the flamethrower, and this is a. Oh, I got two flamethrowers. I fucked up there. I gotta be careful here because I gotta kill this guy with the flamethrower. Ah! I'm really fucking up now. It's alright. It doesn't matter. You get 4 continues, so this whole part doesn't matter. But I don't like to mess it up anyway. Pretty much the methodology I use with this amount of lives, it doesn't really matter if you fuck up that much. If it was on 3 lives, it's a little harder. It can be done. I mean, I've done it, but it's harder. Right now, I'm gonna swap to the flamethrower to take these guys out. Those 3 snipers, though, those are what you need to watch out for. Those and the turrets. Obviously, they all end at the same time, so you just have to memorize. In this, they kill you if you'll see if you play it. They drag you off screen. They kill you if they drag you off screen, so you need to use the flamethrower to just take them out. That's what works best. Crusher also works. Laser is okay. Pretty much any gun, but the flamethrower works the best because you can just spray it. You don't have to worry about aiming. Just move it in the direction that you're moving. And the flamethrower works really good on this guy, because normally you'd climb across his bars, but because I'm using the flamethrower, I can shoot through his exterior. You want to be careful when he dies, though, obviously, because he'll spin and grab you. But yeah, that's that. And you want to hold on to the flamethrower and grab the crusher here. If you don't, it's going to make this significantly harder. Without the flamethrower, you need it for this part also. So the flamethrower is good for all 3 of these parts. But this part especially, because you can shoot through him. The flamethrower goes through all surfaces, I guess, as far as I know anyway, and so it'll go through him, so it'll blow up these missiles. Otherwise, you'll have to hit them before they hit you on the other side, and it's kind of tricky. Which makes it a lot easier. After this, the next guy, he can be a nightmare if you don't know what you're doing, but this should be easy, because this part should be easy, because I have the flamethrower. Next part, I'm going to need the crusher. There, they keep going. That's not it yet. I think there's one more climb up to the top, and then it stops. And you fight this. You actually fight him after all this, so. When I was a kid, I thought that this was you would think this would logically be the end of the stage, and I felt like, oh, this must be near the end of the game, because it's so hard. But no, you're not even halfway through. It's a long and it's not long. It's about half hour, I guess, to finish it, but it's hard. It's a hard half hour. It never gets easy, really. The trick to this, if there is a trick, is to stay at the top 2/3 of the screen. If you stay near the bottom of the screen when he attacks, there won't be, because he always moves down. There won't be enough room. Here, you can just use the bomb if you have it, and that'll make that easier. If not, you have to kill at least 2 of them, because once you get up here, you have to wait for the screen to scroll. And I know what I'm saying here probably sounds like gibberish to anyone who hasn't played it, but if you played it, you'll see. It's a lot harder than it looks. It's actually nightmarishly hard to get through that without losing a life. Alright, so I got lucky so far, but now we're at this bastard. He's actually very easy, though. You just stay to the right. Oh! Alright, because the damage per second, the interval shot, it was off its cycle by like a second, and I screwed it up. It was not even a second, it was like 1/3 of a second, so I lost a life because of that. I wasn't even thinking about it. There's little stupid deaths like that, and you can't do anything about it. But once you have the barrier here, you just smash through all this. Now I definitely have to grab this, because I need that for the boss. And I'm going to swap over to this, in part because it's very easy to die here. Watch what I do. Okay, jump up. Immediately blow this out, and now just jump all the way to the top. Don't stop, because those green guys will not stop. And once you get here, blow those 2 out, and you're fine. Now it's just easy up to the end. This is the end of the stage, believe it or not. That's it. Just be careful when you have to just figure out how these work, because it takes time. And this is, no, I don't want that. Okay. shit. I fucked that up. Oh, damn it. Oh my god, what a joke. This is not even the boss, this is the sub-boss, but I fucked it up really bad. I died 3 times there. That's alright though. I still have... I can still do it. I just fucked up there. Once you kill the red guy, you can just stay near the top, but the red guy... It's a millisecond. You have to stay here, and then you have to jump up, and it doesn't always work. And when it doesn't work, it just throws off all my momentum. And now this is the actual boss, who is very Terminator-inspired. This is my favorite boss in this game. Basically, what you do is you jump like this. I'm just getting some pot shots, and you don't actually want to do that until you know what you're doing. But you want to make sure you jump when you climb up the wall when you're running from the fireball, because it will kill you. You don't have enough time to just climb up the wall. You have to do it really quick. And the other thing is, always move in this direction. Stay there. When he does this, move counterclockwise. And now counterclockwise again as soon as he shoots that off. And it will always stop in the same place. So it's very difficult, but it's always the same pattern. And if you have the crusher, you can do it in like 2 cycles like I did. Otherwise, it takes about 6 or 7, or maybe 5 or 6. So the crusher helps a lot there. So now I have 5 lives left, and I'm at stage 4, so I'm halfway through the game, so I'm doing okay so far, but this is where the game starts to get a little nightmarish. The trick here, it's tempting to kill these guys because they drop a lot of points, but I like to just hang back. The reason is because that they do it randomly. They either shoot their gun or they throw a grenade. If they throw the grenade, you always know because they won't have shot the gun. The gun can never hit you. So if you just stay back and avoid the grenades, you'll be fine. Stay in the left 1/3 of the screen. Here's a little bit of a fucking pain because this is not really at this part. I underestimate how difficult it is sometimes, so I lost a life. The rest of the level not too hard. It's just timing. It's these obstacle courses. It's an obstacle course for the rest of the way here. This is a very short level. I'm actually going to grab the flamethrower because the flamethrower will take these things out and it'll help with the next boss. Alright, so here you count it 1, 2, 3, and then you move across. After the 3rd cycle and it's at the bottom, that's when you want to run. Otherwise you'll lose a life there. There's nothing you can do about it. It can't be done any other way. Here, stay all the way to the left, and if you have the flamethrower, just do this, otherwise you just shoot. But if you just stay to the left and focus on the red guys, the rest, unless you really suck, it's really hard to lose a life here. And then I lose a life and I suck. No, almost though. Alright. So, in normal you can blow these out, I think, but in hard you can't. So you just gotta have good timing. And the last obnoxious thing is this. You want to move until it shoots and then move away. And you can blow it up, but I would do it after because you're not going to have enough time. But yeah, don't try to run past it. It won't work. You have to trigger it and then move back and then run past it. It only fires once, though. That's my point. It's the most useless weapon ever. It can fire exactly 1 time. This guy is so stupid. I don't even know why this is in here. I think it's just meant to be something else to throw in there because this level's not long enough. But yeah, this is one of 3 final bosses on this level. The next one is arguably the hardest. Oh, I needed that. Oh well. I might have to lose a life because I don't have any weapon big enough with enough range. This guy's actually really easy once you know what to do. He always moves in the same pattern. Not always moves in the same pattern, but like he does different things every time, but he always does that. That's all he does. And he'll always jump up in the opposite direction, so as long as you time it correctly, you can't really lose to him. The next boss, however, is a nightmare. Okay. So you want to start by just waiting. And just stay back as far as possible back until the boss actually shows up. And you see this gun does not have enough range, so I'm kind of screwed here. That's alright. I needed to get that gun back. None of this matters. As long as I can get to the end with 1 life, I'm alright. If I get a game over, though, it's going to make this a lot more annoying. Saw how close that was. You want to take the bottom one out first, because then you'll have a lot more room to take the top one out. If you try to take the top one out first, I find it's harder. I don't know. It might not be harder for you, but it's much harder for me. And you always just want to stay as far back as possible. All right. Now what happens is, he's just going to keep firing off, I don't know, I guess missiles to blow up the missiles? I don't fucking clue. But whatever that is, just look at where it's going and jump. I know, the first time I saw this, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because it doesn't actually look like anything, but I guess it's an attack to stop the other attack. It's like a deterrent for the missiles. So anyway, you just keep shooting until you blow it out, and then it's dead. And you don't want to fall at that part or you lose a life too. If after it dies you keep shooting, you lose a life. Really stupid. You would think that after all that you just fall because the plane would